These porch pirates are a serious problem, okay? People are stuck at home, doing all their shopping online, getting it all delivered, and you get an email from Amazon that your package has arrived, and you look outside and nothing's there, because some came and took it. You've probably all seen Mark Rober's videos where he leaves these glitter bombs to bait out porch pirates, which is great, but what about for the rest of us who don't have the skills to make those and don't have the hundreds of phones he uses inside them? And anyway, every time you leave one of those bombs, it only works to deter that one person who took it. You need a more permanent solution here to apply to all the potential porch pirates out there. And that's what I got for you in this video. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. You leave a sign out in front of your door, right where your packages get dropped off. And in big and clear letters, it says something like this. By taking this package, you agree to compensate me for 5 times the market value of what it contains, unless you return it unopened within a week of the time you took it. So now, whenever a porch pirate takes the package, they're essentially signing a contract with you that they get to take your package today and you get the right to collect from them 5 times its value whenever you want. So why does this work? I'm so glad you asked. Well, for someone to agree to a contract, they aren't required to sign a paper. You can have verbal contracts, or like in this situation, contracts entered into by some sort of positive action, like taking a package. Now the only thing is you need to make sure that they see the sign, so that they are consenting to the terms of this contract by taking your package. It would be consent because they read your sign and then they make a voluntary decision to take your package. So they're metaphorically signing the agreement. And so that's why I said you want your writing to be nice and big. And you want to leave the sign right where the package is going to be, so maybe you also want the sign to say leave packages here as an instruction for delivery people. So that way there's no chance for any porch pirate to miss seeing the sign if they come to your door to take the package. So the idea with this sign is that once your package gets taken, you can ask the thief for 5 times its value back. And if they refuse to give you that, you can sue them in court, probably a small claims court, and get awarded damages. And then once this starts happening to enough of these thieves, it will become a deterrent to them to not try and steal from houses that have this sign. Now admittedly, there are a couple of problems with this. One is that even if you do sue the person based on a breach of contract, the court might not award you the money because the judge might rule that this contract is not a legal one to begin with. The porch pirate might say that they didn't understand the sign or they didn't read it, and if the judge believes them, then they can rule that there was no intention to enter into a contract. And because contracts require the intention of both people to enter into them, then there was no enforceable contract here. Or the judge may refuse to enforce the contract on reasons of public policy. Like, we as a society don't want to bait people into contracts. Contracts are for facilitating genuine, productive transactions and not to trick criminals. But I guess the bigger problem here is just a practical one. How do you find the thief to begin with, to even know who to sue? And so, in cases where you can't even find the thief, all your sign does really is act as a deterrent if they read it and get spooked by the threat of a lawsuit. But if they're already willing to steal your property anyway, it's pretty clear that they're not afraid of getting caught. So that lawsuit threat is as good as a scarecrow. So I guess what that means is that if we want some legal deterrent to stop porch pirates, it has to be less about the courts and more about law enforcement. The main reason porch pirates take packages is because they don't think they'll get caught. They know people have doorbell cameras, they know people are seeing them do it, but how would that lead to them getting caught? Alright, so we need a different sign then. So again, make a nice big sign with big letters pointing to where the packages will go, but this time here's where you want to write. Packages arriving here contain my kidney medication which I need to survive. If I cannot take this medication, I will die and you will face criminal charges for causing my death. Yeah, we've upped the stakes. But more importantly, we went after the one thing they fear, getting caught. Think of it from a porch pirate's perspective. See, it's one thing if you think you're stealing some guy's iPad package. The most the homeowner has on you is the footage of you taking it. So what? They can go to the police with a perfectly clear image of you and the cops won't get involved. Nothing's gonna happen to you and they can settle their stolen item with Amazon or whoever they got it from. But if the package you steal causes someone's death, now the cops are getting involved. Especially when there was a sign on the front door specifically warning you that this could happen. Now we have a potential involuntary manslaughter charge walking around, and the cops aren't going to take that lightly. So as a porch pirate, when you see a house with a sign like this, I mean, yeah, they could be bluffing, maybe it's not really medication in that package, but why risk the heat from the police if they aren't bluffing? I'll just find another house. So that right there is what you want to put up in front of your house. You don't need bombs, you don't need weird smells and alarm sounds. Just a pen and paper. It will be kind of weird when neighbors or friends see the sign, but you know you can just explain to them that it's to deter porch pirates. They'll get it. Unless they were the ones taking it the whole time. I trusted them. I trusted them.